Today we're going to be talking about how to understand missing addends when adding and subtracting, and we're going to talk about how you can use addition to solve a subtraction problem when an addend is unknown. So let's go ahead and get started. First part we're going to take a look at is how to solve a number bonds. So which number bond shows 5 minus 2? So which one of these, this one, this number bond, or this number bond, shows 5 minus 2? So when I look at this, I can see there are 5 here, and I know that 2 plus, and if I start at 2 and add up to 3, so 2, and I go to 5, I would go 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that it's a group of 3 here, so I know that 2 plus 3 equals 5. So this one right here is accurate and true. I know that 5 here and 1 and 4 is not showing that. I know that this one is not, as I just said, because in this example here it would be using addition, because 1 plus 4 would equal the 5 there. So in this one we could subtract 5 minus 2, and you can see that number 2 is being used and the 2 is not represented in this one. Let's take a look at another one. This one is write an addition sentence that helps you find 5 minus 2. So I know that I'm working on an addition problem here, so I know that the plus sign is there, and that's going to help me find 5 minus 2. Well, I know that there's going to need to be a 2 on this as well. If I have a group of 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to get to 5, I know that it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which leaves me with a group of 3. You guessed it, 1, 2, 3. So 2 plus 3 would equal the 5. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so in this one, I know that the problem says write an addition sentence that helps you find 7 minus 5. So I know that the 7 is here, and I need to get that 5 on there. So I can have the 5 right here. So let's go ahead and get my group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my group of 5, and then I'm going to count on to get to 7, 6, 7. I can see right here that this is a group of 2. So 5 plus 2 equals 7 is a possible answer. So as you can see, that 2 there represents the second portion of that, so 5 plus 2 equals 7. So let's go ahead and move on to the next problem. Alright, so for this one, it's asking us to find 7 minus 2. So using 7 counters, we're going to go ahead and solve this. So let's go ahead and get our 7 counters. We're going to go ahead and make 7 of these with red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do some blue, 6, 7. So we have our 7 counters. We're going to keep 2 of those. So the 2 that I'm going to keep are these 2 blue ones right here. Then I'm going to take these 5 red ones that are right here, these 5. I'm going to go ahead and place them inside of the cup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's erase these little guys right here real quick. So select that, and we'll delete those. Here we go. Get rid of those. And now we're going to go ahead and look over here. It says write the answer. 2 plus 5 equals 7. And now we also know 7 minus 2. So if we take these 2 away from that 7, and we know that answer is what's left here in the cup, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 minus 2 equals 5. We also know what we've talked about before is a subtraction is the opposite operation of addition. So if 2 plus 5 equals 7, then we can switch that around and say 7 minus 2 equals 5. All right, let's move on to the next problem. This one says draw 5 minus 4. Draw and write. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our 5 counters. So here's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters. And I'm going to go ahead and place 4 of those counters in this cup. So I want to take 1, 2, 3, 4, put it in the cup, and I'm going to delete the 4, 2, 3, 4 away from that. So we can see very clearly that we have 1 here, and we have 4 in the cup. So 4 plus blank equals 5. So I've got 4 in the cup and 1 right here. So 4 plus 1, that's going to total our 5. I could start at 4, count up, 4, 5. I also know that 5 minus 4, so we have 4 here. How many were left? That would be that 1 there. So 5 minus 4 equals 1. So I can also do it that way. Let's move on to the next problem. This one says, write an addition sentence that helps you find 8 minus 5. Complete the subtraction sentence below as well. Alright, so writing an addition sentence helps you find 8 minus 5. So I know if I start with the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got that block of 5 right there. There's my 5. I can count up to 8, so there's 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can see that that is a block, a section of 3 there. So I can say 5 plus 3, as I pulled from there, equals 8. And I know that subtraction is the opposite of addition, so I can also say that 8 minus 5 equals 3. So if I look at that, I could start at that 5 and count up to 3. Again, using that count on strategy, there's my 3. Alright, so that's how that would look. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so in this one you can see here they've given us a number bond like previous. So you can see right here is the number bond. And I know that 1 and 4 equals that 5, so I can utilize that information. So 5 minus 1, so 5 minus 1 is going to leave that 4 right there. So 5 minus 1 is going to leave the 4. Alright, so we know if that's true, we know the opposite can be true too. And we can also say that 1 plus, so this number plus this number will equal that number. So 1 plus 4 equals 5. That's one option. I could also say correct answer would also be 4 plus 1 could also equal 5. We could just flip that around. Either way makes it work, and it's correct. So here we have the next one. There are 5 boxes, and 2 are big, the rest are small. How many are small? So that's what we're looking for. How many are small? So blank equals small. Alright, so that's what we're trying to solve. How many equal small? Okay, so if there's 5 boxes, 2 are big. So I've got 5 total boxes. 2 are big. How much are the rest? So let's start with our 2. So 1, 2. I'm going to count up to 3. So I have two big ones. Let's actually make them big, a little bit bigger. So we have 1, 2, and then the rest are small. So we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I look at that, there's my 2. This would be my 3. So there's 2 big and 3 small. Well, I've already answered the answer there. I know that it's 3 small, but I can also make this into a number sentence as well. So I know that 2 plus 3 equals 5. Yeah. And so if I know that, then I also know that 5 minus either of these two numbers, so 5 minus 2 is going to equal 3. And I also know 5 minus 3 is going to equal, can you guess it? Can you guess it? Do you know? Yeah, 2. You're right. 5 minus 3 equals 2. So how many are small? There are 3 small. I can use that count on strategy to solve that. All right, so here we have a student or a person who's solved the problem. Buzz has come back. So if you've watched some of the other videos, you've heard about Buzz already. So you can see here there are 6 toys. 2 are on the table. The rest are in a box. All right, so we have 6 total toys. 2 are on the table and 2 are in the box. So we're going to say we're going to go ahead and solve this and then check Buzz's work in a second. That's kind of how I like to solve them. So we're going to start with 2. 1, 2. I'm going to count up to 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that here is my first one. There's my 2. Then I see here there are 4. So I know that 2 plus 4 equals 6. I also know that 6 minus 2 equals 4. And I also know that 6 minus 4 is going to equal 2, right? All of those things we already know from the previous one. So we know that this is correct math right here. That's good stuff. Good stuff right here. So let's check Buzz's work. All right, so Buzz says there are 8 toys in the box. Well, we know that that's probably not true. Do you agree? Why or why not? Well, we know that there are 6 toys total. We know that there are 4 that are in the box because there are 2 that are on the table. There's the 2 on the table. And then these guys right here, those are the ones that are in the box. And the green there, that's in the box. So there's 4. So we know that Buzz is not actually correct. So let's go ahead and type our answer here. So let's go ahead and say, I do not agree with Buzz. There are 6 toys in all, and there are 2 on the table. And we also said, so there's 2 on the table, which we noted right here, and we said there are 4 right there that is colored in that are in the box. So there are 2 on the table and 4 in the box. So we know that Buzz is not correct. So we know that 2 plus 4 equals 6. And we also know all of the other ones that go with that as well. So there you go. That's how you go ahead and solve the missing addend problems.